Bonjour! Bonjour!
No. Time for bladder check.
Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch the Twilight Zone Season 3, Episode 8. Today I'm gonna watch 2 episodes of the Season 3 of the Twilight Zone. That's gonna be cool. You know that the Twilight Zone, I'm reacting to some episodes of this show, but really it's not something that I have on my schedule like each week. It's a show that I react to when I can, you know, when on my schedule I see that I have a gap, you know, that I have the place for 2 or 3 videos, something like that, so I can't really begin a new show on these gaps. So that's why I'm reacting to the Twilight Zone, and why I decided to react to the Twilight Zone, it's because of the fact that it's so popular, you know, in US and all, and people talked about it a lot, and about the fact that also it influenced a lot shows and movies right now, that I wanted to try it, and clearly I was glad, you know, that I tried it. With you guys, I watched some episodes of the Season 1, the Season 2, the Season 3 and the Season 5. Not the Season 3, I'm gonna begin to watch some episodes of the Season 3 with you guys today. But already, you know, I watched some episodes on my channel, and why I picked, you know, these episodes, because I'm not gonna react to all of the episodes of the Twilight Zone. How I picked these episodes, it's on IMDb. I search, you know, for the episodes with the higher notes, you know, that people loved the most, and that's how I picked at least 50 episodes, if it's not more than that, and I'm reacting to these episodes. And right there, the 2 episodes that I'm gonna watch today, these 2 episodes from the Season 3, they were, I think, on the top 10 of this episode. So really, the Twilight Zone, I'm reacting to it on my channel, but you know, it's not something really planned. It's when I can, when I have the time, something like that. It's a little pleasure, you know, that I give to myself also sometimes. Why this episode? I just explained to you. Why this show? I also explained to you why. And that's it. What can I say else? That yes, the version that you have on YouTube, clearly it's not what I want you guys to see. For what I want you guys to see, you have my Patreon to have extended reaction parts, you know, without being forced to cut each 5 seconds and all. But I had some issues, you know, with uploading these videos. Even if I don't have a lot of views on it, you know, I see that not a lot of people are interested by my reaction videos about this show. But you know, it's not really important for me, because okay, you're not a lot to be interested by these reaction videos, but the ones of you who are watching them, you are commenting and you seem really enthusiastic, you know, with this project, and with the fact that someone would be interested to watch these old episodes and stuff like that. And I really appreciate to discuss about these episodes with you guys on the comments, and to see that you appreciate that idea. So that's why I'm continuing also to react to this show, because clearly I don't have a lot of views on them, so I could be like, that's it, I'm not gonna react to this show anymore, it's not bringing me any new fan or something like that, any new viewer. But if you know me, you know that I'm not making stuff like that on my channel. Like, I'm not reacting to shows because people are really hyped by them and stuff like that. It's really because I've seen these shows stuff that I could appreciate, and when I try them I really love them. So that's why I decide to post the reaction videos and to really react to this show. So I'm gonna continue to react to this show, to the Twilight Zone, but really I don't know when each time. Right there I'm gonna watch 2 episodes. That's gonna be cool already. I hope that I'm gonna have the time. No matter what, during these weeks you're gonna have 2 reaction videos, and I hope that I can film these reaction videos today, you know, on the same day. We'll see. I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Again, if you want the extended reaction part of this video, and if you want to support me also for this project and for the rest of the videos on my channel and all, it's on my Patreon. And that's it. Let's go for this episode. I'm gonna tell you just before beginning it, like always, when it was out into November of 1961, okay? 1961. Again, I'm saying it each time before beginning the episode because I think that it's really interesting to think that writers had this idea, you know, about this episode and the other ones during that period of time, you know, like before Black Mirror, before all of these shows that we all know. It means a lot. Okay, let's go for this show.
The rest of the world disappeared, and Peaksville was left all alone. They were, on the other hand, sure of one thing, the cause. A monster had arrived in the village. He took away the automobiles, the electricity, the machines, because they displeased him. Now I'd like to
that was a real fear during that period of time, you know, into alien situations, movies and shows, for them to cut all of the electricity things and all.
And this is Aunt Amy, who probably had more control over the monster, but one day she forgot. She began to sing aloud. Now the monster doesn't like singing, turned her into the smiling, vacant thing you're looking at now. She sings no more. Oh yes, I did forget something, didn't I? I forgot to introduce you to the monster.
Yep.
His name is Anthony Fremont. He's 6 years old with a cute little boy face and blue, guileless eyes. I start thinking happy thoughts because the mind behind them is absolutely in charge. This is the Twilight Zone.
Are you an alien?
Why, good to see you today. And it's such a good day, isn't it? A real good day.
It's a terrible hot day, though.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Aunt Amy. No, sir, I wouldn't say that at all. It's fine. It's a real good day. I was just wondering what you were doing.
I made a gopher with 3 heads. See him? I'll make him dead now. I'm tired of playing with him. Be dead. Gopher?
All right, it's real fine that you done that.
Already?
That's real fine, Anthony. You're a good boy, Anthony.
No, he's a
We all
psycho
love
boy.
him. Don't we love Anthony? Well, we sure do love him. We love that boy.
The fact that the kid is terrorizing all of you.
But I got a couple of cans of tomato soup in here. Didn't even know we had them left. And Anthony just loves tomato soup. You'll tell him, won't you, Miss Fremont? Tell him I brought the tomato soup because I heard he liked it.
Yes, I will. Yeah, of course I will. Matter of fact, I'll tell him right now.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. I gotta get going. I gotta get back to the store.
You don't have to be frightened of him, Bill. He told me that several times, how much he likes you.
Well, that is real nice to hear, Miss Fremont.
You're not gonna
He's a
die
real
today.
clever boy.
Invented it all by himself. Had real sharp teeth. Tried to bite him. Just kind of hoping that...
You would kill him?
I gotta get going, Miss Fremont.
Tonight's television night. Anthony's going to put a nice picture on television. We're going to have the surprise party for Dan Hollis. A real nice surprise party.
Oh, I'll be here, Miss Fremont. Certainly.
Everything is really nice, really good.
Where's Anthony? I think he went into the barn. I keep telling him he shouldn't go there. It's a real good thing that Anthony goes in the barn. A real good thing. But Agnes, he isn't even around.
Not even thinking? You can't even think bad things about me?
He can hear what we're thinking, no matter where he is. So you
Alright.
just keep thinking real nice things. I would say it was
What did you do on Sunday?
It's just a real good day.
We don't hear the cows anymore. The cows? They are not making any sound anymore? No?
Well, howdy, Anthony.
I want to see you making something weird and bad because so far it's just adults being afraid of a kid and lying about life being so beautiful and him being so great. I know what you're thinking.
No kids came over to play with me today. Not a single one. And I wanted someone to play with.
Can you blame them?
Little Private boy and sister?
I had a real good time.
You're wishing away into the cornfield. And Mommy and Daddy were real upset.
About what?
You killed them.
Just if you wish people away like that, then there won't be no one left. Next week we'll talk to some of the folks about bringing their children over. We'll do that, won't we?
And I can make some of those funny animals. That's Bill Soames' column. I hate anybody that doesn't like me.
Why, everybody loves you, Anthony. You're everybody's favorite.
I heard somebody think one time, I don't remember when, that I shouldn't wish away all the automobiles and things. electricity.
It's because of you who wish that it happened?
You shouldn't have thought those bad thoughts. That's why I made him go on fire. That collie dog, he doesn't like me. He's a bad dog.
You just killed the dog?
I put him in the cornfield. He isn't outside anymore.
Oh, as parents? I know that he's a kid, but can't you kill him? Two rhino fighting?
That's all the television there is.
Oh, it was wonderful, Anthony. Wasn't it everyone much better than the old television?
Much better.
Yes, because he made it.
And now,
They have no
the
television
big
anymore.
surprise. Go ahead, Ethel. Give your hubby the big surprise.
Perry Como.
Music!
I haven't heard Perry Como in years and years.
Happy birthday, darling.
Happy birthday.
But do you have something
You
to
better be
read
careful.
it?
Do you think we could play it? Gosh, what I'd give to hear some new music. The orchestra part, before Como sings.
Oh yes, because he doesn't like people who sing.
After all, we don't know just where the singing comes in. It'll be taking too much of a chance.
The kid
Good,
is
I
like
can't
that.
play it here.
Oh, yes, it's good. And now it's time for Pat Riley to play the piano. Pat?
Don't make any noise when the music's playing. I don't like any noise when the music's playing.
I would have done the same.
Not doing anything. I'm just drinking this peach brandy. I'm just drinking one of my birthday presents. Oh, Heaven, please don't say anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Go ahead, Pat. Play. Go on, keep playing.
Louder! Cover the other one.
You know, this is real good brandy. Real good. There's only 5 bottles of real whiskey left in the whole village. No whiskey at all. I can't even play my own record. I can't even play Perry Como.
Okay.
That's not what I want you to play. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday.
It's the scariest Happy Birthday to Me song.
Play it so I can sing right. You know I can't carry a tune unless somebody plays it. You and her. You had him.
Ah!
You
So
had
it's
to go have
their
him.
real son.
You are my sunshine, my only
I love this song.
sunshine. Monster, you. You dirty little monster. You think about me, and maybe some man in this room, somebody who's so sick to death of living in this kind of place, and willing to take a chance, lay something heavy across your skull, and end this once and for all.
The fact that none of you already tried.
Somebody sneak up behind him. Somebody end this now. What are you thinking about me?
I'm thinking about the auntie. Maybe she can do something? Oh.
You're a very bad man, and you keep thinking bad thoughts.
What? Really? It happened?
Wish it in the cornfield. Please, son, wish it in the cornfield, please.
And you mustn't think bad thoughts about me either, or I'll do the same thing to you. Play some more music.
It's snowing outside. Anthony, are you making the snow?
I'm making it snow.
Why, that'll ruin half the crops. You know that, don't you? Half the crops, that's what that'll...
Dad.
But it's good that you're making it snow, Anthony. It's real good. Tomorrow's going to be a real good day.
you're not gonna have anything to eat anymore because he also killed the cow.
Look, we only wanted to introduce you to one of our very special citizens, little Anthony Fremont. And if by some strange chance you should run across him, you would best think only good thoughts. Because if you do meet Anthony, you can be sure of one thing. You have entered the Twilight Zone.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. That's it. I have this song in my mind. I don't know what to think about this episode. You know, normally, episodes of the Twilight Zone, we have a message, you know, behind it, something to criticize our society, I mean, their society during that period of time. We have a lot of things like that. And even, you know, in other stories, like I'm thinking about alien stories and stuff like that, each time it's also to represent a fear that they have during that period of time and all. Right then, you know that thing about the entire world disappearing and, you know, suddenly not having any electricity anymore, anything working anymore. For sure it was a real fear during that period of time, because I'm thinking about all of this alien story. Each time they are coming with that. You know, when you have aliens, when you have also attacks, you know, that you can't explain them all, each time it's coming with that, and that fear of being cut from the entire world because you don't have the telephone anymore, the television anymore, any electricity thing anymore, any battery also on cars and stuff like that. I think that it was really a fear during that period of time, which was also a period of time in which they made a lot of evolutions, and I think that people were afraid that it would be taken from them, that they would live like their parents lived. Do you understand what I mean? Like when you are born with certain advantages, and I mean by that also us right now, like with internet, with the television, with the social medias, you know, with the phone, the mobile phone and stuff like that. We are born with these things, and it's also a fear that a lot of persons they have right now, to suddenly, you know, not having that anymore. You can't phone to anyone, you don't have internet and stuff like that. Like all of the zombies shows and movie stories that we have, all of these stories and all, you can recognize that fear into all of these shows and all of these stories. So for that it's interesting, for the fact that right now the monster, it's not an alien because we have his parents right there, so it's really just a monster, just, you got what I mean by that. And it's a kid, and the fact that it's a kid, you know, it's making me wondering about the purpose really of this episode. Is it the way, you know, to talk about these kids that really, you know, their parents, they are saying too much to these kids, that they are the best, that they are doing only good things, that the world is beautiful and all, you know, all of these parents lying to their kids, so their kids are never gonna think that they did something bad, they said something bad, or the world can be bad. Maybe it can be a way to criticize that, and to say that if you're telling that, you know, to your kids, you're gonna change that kid into a monster. But at the same time, you know, they're suffering right there during this episode. All of the adults, they're suffering, you know, all of that pressure that this kid is putting on them. Everything has to be alright, everything has to be good. You can't be mad, you can't not smile. You can just be happy. You can't sing. You can play music, but you can't sing. Yes, it's a little weird. You know that story? I mean, all of the episodes of the Twilight Zone are weird. But you know, the meaning and the purpose of this episode is a little weird. I want to search, you know, a little about it. Oh! It's based on a short story, okay? It's one episode which was remade, you know, during the revival of the Twilight Zone. Oh, and that story was considered as one of the 20 Best short story in science fiction in 1970. No, they're not talking about a particular interpretation that you could have, you know, about this story. So I'm not gonna search for any more, you know, than what I just said. This little boy is really playing well. I'm wondering, you know, if I saw him in something else. Ah, he played into other episodes of the Twilight Zone. Ah, he played. He played also into the revival of this episode, you know. And he played the adult Anthony Freeman. So it means that into the revival of this episode, they made an adult version of him. Oh, I'm not gonna search for more on that. But yes, this young boy right there is playing really well. You know, that face in particular. Okay, that was a cool episode. You know, it surprised me with this kid, what he could do or not. The fact that the adults really, they were letting him do a lot of things. You know, at some point I was like, are you really sure that it's coming from him? Because he's not doing anything and you're just afraid of him thinking stuff. It's only, you know, when he killed the dog that I understood that, yes, it was truly him who was doing all of that. And the cow also, I'm pretty sure that he killed it. Okay, I'm gonna end this review right now. I'm gonna watch one more episode of the Twilight Zone. For you, it's gonna be in another day, in another video. So it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.